Hello and welcome back to Panzer Corps and Guderian. We are currently at France and we are trying to achieve a decisive victory. Since it's Guderian, we have only 10 turns to do it, so this could be a little bit tricky, but I will do my best. I've already completed the setup. Well, as you can see, we are absolutely rolling in prestige. We have 3,000 left and I've bought elite reinforcements for all of my units and overstrengthened them to the max. So it really pays off that we had very little losses so far, and yeah, I think we will use this prestige in Russia, but for now it's great to have it. So I have, let's see, got another special unit, a tank this time, that's great. I bought another anti-tank cannon, a Panzerjäger, because I want to build up prestige as fast, experience, as fast as possible for those two. And well, let's see, I've bought an additional fighter, same reasoning here. Now we have 4, that's usually the number I go for, and I will try to get experience before we go to Sea Lion. Our artillery is already pretty experienced, the tanks as well, and the infantry, well, it's okay. Well, for the setup, let's take a look. I've deployed 2 infantry units here. Both have a movement range of 3. That's necessary to take this city on turn 1. We have artillery in position as well. We will use a level bomber to force it out of the city. There's a defensive setup right here, where the artillery can dash out damage or suppression. And we have another force here that will go down. Let's take a look. This force will go down the right flank. A smaller portion of our army will try to go along the coast, and this force here will try to take Paris and smash through as quickly as possible, because it can be really tricky if the French decide to reinforce this city or Cherbourg or Dijon. Those are the 3 worst case spots. That's not that bad actually, but the bocage around here prevents movement, so it can be a little bit tricky, and especially on Guderian that could cost us a vital turn. This city is bad as well because the river blocks efficient advance. It's impossible to hit them from the back, so this is a tricky one too. This one, well, is not that bad, but the same goes for here. If they put artillery and anti-aircraft cannons in the back, it's very hard to dig them out because you cannot hit them from the back. So let's hope the computer tries to defend Paris. That's actually the most easy thing that can happen. You will get blocked a little bit longer here, but in the meantime you can outflank them, hit the artillery from the back, and use the railway network to quickly take those undefended cities. So, well, that's it. See you at the actual mission in a moment. So here we are at the battlefield, and let's kick things off. As I've already explained, my first target is this city. We reduce entrenchment to 1, so we can dig them out. No, actually it's not necessary, we completely destroyed them, but it doesn't matter. I'm trying to clear the way through this rough terrain. We spot a tank and immediately a big hit by our Stukas. 7 damage. And I wanted to get rid of this infantry because I want to prevent reinforcement, because it's really important to get to the artillery pieces of the French. They're really strong artillery and they're well protected. So you need to go through here and through here in order to take them out. Moreover, I set up a defensive arrangement around here. The artillery defends the Gebirgsjägers and the fighter defends the bomber. And moreover, it's a trap because the fighter is not spotted, the bomber is. Completing the defensive setup. We'll pause another time. Oh, sorry. Doesn't react always. Now we have stopped it. I've completed the defensive perimeter around here. There's a gap, but that's not dangerous, because if they try to move in, they will stop by area of control, so the artillery is actually safe. The only way it could be hurt is if a unit already is here and moves in. We have used our Panzer Force. They are absolutely great against soft targets, so I'm going all Panzer Force. We caught infantry in the open, and it's easy prey for a really overstrength tank. Unfortunately, we already lost one of our overstrength points, and that's really expensive. This will hurt the effectiveness of this unit quite a bit. Trying to immediately take the next city. Getting rid of the defending artillery. They are forced back. Now we can move in. They were already suppressed, so easy target for our engineers. Very important, another defensive setup around here. The artillery protects all the tanks and a fighter protects the bomber. It is hidden out of vision range, and it will most certainly surprise another enemy fighter or bomber. So the French Air Force is actually really strong in this scenario. So prepare a well-designed defensive setup for this one. That's actually really important. Next, we try to take this city on this turn. Artillery, level bomber, and an Iron Cross, and the city is ours. Once again, trying to take the woods, the forest. We spotted another artillery, forcing them out of the forest. So now they are in the open and an easy target. Well, our tanks get hit quite a bit, but that's not a problem. We are completing the defensive setup. Actually, let's stop again. That's very interesting. So that's what the computer sees of my defensive arrangement. So there's an unprotected bomber. Let's take a look at our Luftwaffe. So the French actually see unprotected bomber, This Stuka is defended by 2 fighters, so that's not a valid target for them. And there's another bomber guarded by a fighter. This is actually, I have not enough fighters to do a surprise setup here as well, because either I put up the surprise behind there and I'm not able to guard the tank and the scout car and this tank, so actually I go for this. It's better, and there are enough traps, as you will see. Moreover, my artillery is completely hidden, so if they counterattack, they will run into a nasty surprise. So let's see what they're going to do. They're using their artillery, and now our traps kick in. Another one. Ooh, that actually was a big hit by this non-core unit. It took down 6. Well, this one was already quite suppressed, so it did no damage. And this one decides to go for the infantry instead. This one gets caught in the open by the tank, but it's only a light tank, so it's no problem. And, very important, they decided to reinforce at the worst possible spot. So it's impossible to be that quick and prevent this, so we will have to deal with it. We keep attacking the most dangerous tank they have. And now we are trying to get rid of the fighters. We got another hero. Yeah, it's defense +1 for the fighter. Not bad. Well, other important things. If you notice the layout of my fighters, both of them were actually attacked by 2 fighters. So I had mass attack bonus on both of them. So if you're well, playing around with your setup, you can create situations like this, and that really helps not to get any damage. Unfortunately, it didn't work, and our ore strength is already gone, which is actually a pity, because, well, I would have liked to keep it, but it's no problem, we have enough prestige. Mass attack bonus again. Well, they're doing rather poorly, but it's enough to get the job done. Now the enemy air force is out of the way, and our bombers have free reign over the skies, and that's bad news for the French tanks. We catch one there. This one is actually an English tank, a cruiser, Mark IV. This is the most dangerous tank they have. Well, not anymore. There are engineers entrenched in the hills, so it's imperative to get rid of them. Fallschirmjägers are great at that because they have high initiative. If the enemy is suppressed, it's no problem. And now the way is clear. Gebirgsjägers actually great here because they can move to the rough terrain and catch the artillery immediately. Now we try to break through the defensive setup here, trying to force this anti-tank cannon back. And now our tank can reach the artillery battery. Wow, the defensive line is already breached. Ooh, big hit by our Panzerjäger, that's great. But, well, as already mentioned, the light tanks are easy targets. Well, not for this green Panzerjäger. He learned his lesson, I hope, and will do better next time. This tank will keep forcing this artillery back. It can do nothing but buy replacements, so I hope that drains their prestige quite a bit. Now the attack on Paris can start, and we are clearing the way for our forces to advance to the south. Again, 1, 2, 3, 2 artillery pieces and 1 level bomber together, and the defending artillery has no chance at all. Now we can see what we are able to hit. Let's stop again. Not many defenses left actually, so we've already broken through. Only a little bit of defense around Paris, and the rest is completely open. The only problem will be this city, so let's hope we will reach it in time. Well, actually they started buying reinforcements there as well. No, they have been there all along. They are already entrenched. So let's see what they can do. Hitting the non-core fighter, I don't care. Forcing them back on the river. They actually did extremely poorly. But it was enough to force them on the river. Clearing the way. And it might be enough. Yeah. Actually, they fought back quite a bit. Well, that was the tank force. This one is completely surrounded. Mass attack bonus. They can't shoot back. I hate to lose those all strength points. This Panzerjäger does a really bad job. But at least we can force a surrender here. Once we clear the anti-aircraft defenses, our bombers and fighters can go in. And we're already across the Seine. I'm trying if I can spot a retreating bomber, but I have not enough fuel, so it gets away. Well, this fighter does a poor job as well. Taking 2 more cities. Another Iron Cross. And Troy is ours. One moment, let's pause and look at the strategic situation. We've already reached the bottom, Dijon, on turn 4. I'm not knowing yet that there are heavy defenses there, but well, I don't care for my Stug. It can fend for its own, and it's a non-core unit. Moreover, I'm using this bridge to outflank Paris, because Paris is still defended, and we're using this bridge to, well, try to take well, it's Cherbourg, Avranches, and yeah, Sion. Yeah, it's I don't know how to pronounce this, but that's really famous. And yeah, we should meet little resistance there. I don't know it yet, but we know that the defensive strong point is there. I've scouted that there is no resistance there, so we are free to speed ahead and, well, try to take them before they buy a unit there. So it's time to take Paris, because it's an important railway center. All the railway lines go through there. Well, +1 attack for the infantry, that's great too. No, I cannot take Paris this turn. But at least we can advance on Sion. Oh, the Gebirgsjäger take quite a beating. That's surprising against a almost completely suppressed unit. Refueling, and now I know that there are heavy defenses there. But you can see the Stug, well, does pretty well on its own. I'm bringing 2 artillery pieces and a lot of infantry in case we have to attack Dijon. And, well, surprise, surprise, there's nothing. Spotting the defenses, making sure the way is clear. Now it's time to take Paris. A rugged defense, but, well, they are suppressed, so it doesn't matter. Another hero. My fighter bomber, +1 attack, that's great too. I'm taking the airfield so we can refuel. And now it's all about speed. Sorry, I was too late to pause, but you might have seen that I was redirecting my artillery back there, because this is a really dangerous strong point. It can delay us quite a bit, and I'm bringing down my artillery already as well here, because now I'm already suspecting that the enemy has reinforced there. So this will be a race against time. We are only on turn 5, but believe me, that's really well, not much. So we'll see how we will do. We're taking the cities in the north. Taking a look there with the non-core fighter, spotting only anti-tank cannons. Perfect targets for our Luftwaffe. Once again, checking the cities, blocking them, getting rid of the last bomber. It didn't see anything, so it wasn't dangerous. Now I'm already trying to surround the city at the bottom and bringing up my units. Well, now it's confirmed. They're down in the south. Well, using the Luftwaffe. Well, this fighter does nothing. That's actually really bad because it doesn't get experience as well. This will hurt at that sea line. Okay. Bring all my units down for the attack. Oh, another hero. Defense +1 for our tank. Well, not the best, but it's okay. Now I'm sneaking my scout car behind, trying to get rid of this artillery. This one is out in the open, so we can take that. Now only the anti-aircraft cannons are in the way. Well, one down. This one isn't in danger anymore. Rearranging to protect the artillery. And now the attack on Tour can start. There are 2 artilleries there. Well, this Panzer not that great. Now they are without defense, and the river turns to their disadvantage. Anti-tank cannons on the river, well, not great. We still cannot use our Luftwaffe, unfortunately. But at least the last cities fall. Now everything is ours. Only 2 to go. Bringing up the last units. And counterattack doesn't do much. Okay, let's stop. We have 2 turns left. That's not very much. This one has an entrenchment level of 7, so it will be really hard to dig out. I cannot use my air force effectively, and I have only 2 artillery pieces and 2 damaged infantry units there. So this will be a little bit of a problem, especially because it has a defensive ring around, so I cannot even reach it. And here on the other hand, this should be easy. So this is actually, well, at this organization of my army, I would need more units down on the right side. There are too much units there. This will be rather easy because we have already knocked down or knocked out the artillery. This one has only a vision range of 1, so our artillery is in the dark. We can suppress them and kill them on the river, so that should be easy. But on the right side, well, not that easy, as you will see. Nova, I'm running out of ammunition. Trying to force them back. That's not successful. Well, no surrender. They got completely destroyed. Now I'm realizing my mistake and try to bring the air force to the right flank. Only 2 anti-aircraft cannons left. No, moving the Luftwaffe, that won't help. So the final turn. So this is a really tricky situation. I can use the artillery to shoot the city or to shoot at the anti-aircraft cannon. I decide to go for the anti-aircraft cannon and suppress it. So at least I can bring in my Luftwaffe and the level bomber to clear out the defending anti-tank cannons. But it's a little bit risky because this is our strongest artillery and we really could use it for the city. Well, the level bomber does not much. And now the way is clear for our infantry, and now we actually need a little bit luck. The first attack goes as expected. Second one, yeah. At least we got an Iron Cross, and now the Scout Car has to deal with the remaining Tooth-Strength infantry. Yeah. If everything goes as expected, it's no problem. But if you have a really unlucky dice roll, you are not able to take the city. So, well, we needed a little bit of luck, or at least not being unlucky, which I don't like. But, well, it is as it is. We got the city. And now we have to get rid of those 2 units. That's easy. More experience for the Air Force. Trying to surround them. At least we get a little bit of experience, prestige, sorry. And now let's take the last city. So that's it. We managed a decisive victory. Our losses are, well, moderate. It's not that bad. And yeah, only problem was around here. We managed to do it on the first try, so I didn't have to reload, but we could have gotten unlucky there. I'm not sure if there's a better option, maybe hitting the city, but well, then it gets difficult to get rid of the anti-tank cannon to let the infantry move in. So, well, either way, the best solution is to bring more forces there, not play around with the artillery that long. That doesn't matter. So the tank can help, so then it should be easy. So that's it. We did it. France in 10 turns. I think that's great. And now we are up for Sea Lion, which, well, will be really difficult on Guderian. I'm not sure how we are going to do it, but I will try. So see you at Sea Lion, and good night and bye.